Hello, I'm Dr. Deepthi and we are looking at different concepts from maths. More specifically, we are looking at concepts from linear algebra, especially a concept called linear transformation. Let us try to solve an example based on this concept. We have already seen the meaning of a linear transformation or a linear mapping. Now, if you are given a mapping, let us see how to prove that it is indeed a linear mapping. So the given mapping is f, which is going from r cube to r squared, and f of xyz is given to be x plus 2z, 3x plus 5y minus 2z. So you can clearly see x, y, z are three elements. They belong to R cube, while when they are mapped to another set, there are two elements, namely first one x plus 2z and second one 3x plus 5y minus 2z. So it belongs to R square. Now basically we need to verify the conditions followed for a linear transformation. So those conditions we have already seen in the previous session, that if there are two vectors belonging to the initial set, now here R cube is U. Since the transformation is going from R cube to R square, R cube is U and R square is V, or R2 or R3, the way we want to call it. So for any vectors xy belonging to R3, t of x plus y has to be equal to t of x plus t of y. Similarly, for t into k of x, where k is any scalar, has to be equal to k into t of x, and t of 0 has to be equal to 0. Let us try to solve it. So we will take two vectors u and v. Now they belong to R3, so obviously it will have three elements or three components. Let us say small u is x1, y1, z1, and small v is x2, y2, z2. Both of them belonging to R3. Now, looking at the way the mapping is defined, let us try to define f of u and f of v. F of u is going to be x1 plus 2z1 and 3x1 plus 5y1 minus 2z1, because f of xyz itself is defined as x plus 2z and 3x plus 5y minus 2z. So this is how f of u and f of v are going to look like. Now, when you are adding them, you have to add the corresponding components. So, x1 plus 2z1 and x2 plus 2z2 will be added. Similarly, 3x1 plus 5y1 minus 2z1 and 3x2 plus 5y2 minus 2z2 will be added. So, here we see that x1 plus x2 plus 2z1 plus 2z2 are the four terms we will be getting. Now we will separate them as x1 plus x2 plus 2 into z1 plus z2. Similarly, in the next bracket, we will separate them out and write it as 3 into x1 plus x2 plus 5 into y1 plus y2 minus 2 into z1 plus z2. Now obviously there is a reason why we separated them in this manner. Because given u and v, u plus v we know will be written as x1 plus x2, y1 plus y2, z1 plus z2. So f of u plus v will basically be acting on this entire bracket x1 plus x2, y1 plus y2, z1 plus z2. So first thing, you have to take the x element x1 plus x2 as it is plus 2 into z1 plus z2. And similarly, you will get 3 into x1 plus x2 plus 5 into y1 plus y2 minus 2 into z1 plus z2. And as can be clearly seen, if we call this, the first one was equation 1 and this is equation 2, then you can see that 1 is indeed equal to 2. That means f of u plus v is equal to f of u plus f of v. Now let us try to multiply it with a scalar k. So then when you look at the mapping, k of x1 plus 2 into k of z1 is the first term, and next term is 3 into k of x1 plus 5 into k of y1 plus 2 into k of z1. Now again this term we can separate it out as k. If you take it common outside, then what remains inside is x1 plus 2z1 and 3x1 plus 5y1 minus 2z1. So essentially this is equal to k into f of u. We have already found out what is f of u. That means f of ku is equal to k into f of u. So the second condition is satisfied as well. And now if you substitute 0, 0, 0 in the place of x1, y1, z1, obviously when you substitute it, you are going to get 0, 0 belonging to R square. So all the conditions are essentially satisfied, and hence we can say that f is linear. So the mapping f defined from R3 to R square or R2 given as x plus 2z, 3x plus 5y minus 2z is a linear mapping. Thank you.